What up, YouTube? This is Mr. Willis. And first off, I want to thank the Most High. Gotta be consistent with that. And yes, we finally here. As you can see, we finally here. We're about to do some reaction videos, man. And we got a lot of things up our sleeve, to roll out. So, but yeah, I want to, react to this video. This is The Good Pain. Um, and the name of this video is, let me see. Got the boy name of the video. Oh, the summer won't be normal. So let him speak. I'm gonna add my commentary. This is basically my introduction. So bear with me, people, and let's get it. You know what I mean? Let's get it. And here we go.
It's happening. And summer is walking. And that's why they mask is sweating right now. Like the light carriers is in proximity. Like summer is a body. Summer is a people. And their basement is leaking.
Mm.
And that's why it got so quiet. That's why it's so quiet right now. Because the basement is leaking. And they seeing double.
I just want to ask some. What I believe what he talking about with the summer is the fire that burns within, the heat, like the flame. You know what I mean? And he said about them having a leak in the basement, and it's like, damn, your house ain't even in order, and you out here wearing, you know what I mean? Like, get your house in order. And and then when the summer is walking around, that's the flame. That's what's in. That's the burning flame. All right, let's get it though. And then at the same time,
Nah, like they really realizing that this.
I'm gonna just skim through it, skip the video, skip through the video because it's a 15-minute video. So I'm gonna skip through a little bit and just give y'all a little taste of what's cracking. And here we go.
And that's why it's a whole unraveling that's taking place. Because the house ain't holding up. It ain't holding up. And that's when the heat hit, I don't think they ever seen paint bubble. I don't think they can smell it. I don't think they can smell, man, the rubber that's burning, like the mask is melting, the mask is sweating. All of the fakery is over with.
You know,
It's over.
and let's say they true face is being revealed. You know what I mean? It's over the heat. And as in he's talking about the heat, I guess it's like they can't stand the heat because once they in the heat, it's gonna start their skin bubbling and all this different stuff happening. I mean, I that's what I'm taking from what he say on that. But yeah, my guy is deep. You know what I mean? All right. Like I said, I'm gonna skip up some more because, like I said, this is basically about my introduction on, you know, Mr. Willis reactions. So we're gonna get it though.
And somebody was seated in substance. Somebody was rooted in substance. All of this imagery, all of this imagery around here. But what was the substance? What was the substance? That's what mattered the whole time was the substance. Everything was being casted into this realm. Everything. But
The substance is the people, the remnant. Um, yeah, I could elaborate more, but like I said, the remnant. And I'm just basically wanting you guys to go check out his whole video. I'm just giving y'all a snippet. You know what I mean? So let's get it again.
When the good times was rolling and everybody was having a good time. But what about somebody had to sit up under that heat? Somebody was refined by heat and somebody became hot. Ain't no more hiding under the ain't no hiding trying to stay cold. None of that. The heat, the heat gonna make you adjust. The heat gonna see what it is. And that's one thing about the heat, the fire. It's gonna get in your mind. It's gonna get in your mind and it's gonna play with your time. They can be standing there for 5 minutes, but that heat gonna make it feel like a long, the heat gonna drag it out. The heat gonna drag it out because it ain't no fun no more when things reverse. It ain't no fun no more when the ball is in somebody else's court.
And that made me think of when they say, it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. So that makes it, he's basically saying on this, it's like the truth is being revealed. You know what I mean? And the people who, the flame is like, it's so hot that they can't stand it. They can't stand near it. You get me? Like, they feel it. The deception is over. The tables is turned. Like, and it's basically deception. That's it. Like, because they had no power. Okay, we're gonna skip more towards the end. There you
Remember,
go.
somebody came here on a mission. A people came here on a mission and with purpose. And you can't turn that off. They can look to the left, to the right. You can't observe it. They want to try to track it down. They trying to observe this, and you can't observe this. And according to them and they weather, according to their world, according to their timeline, according to how they see things and how they view things, it was nothing. It was nothing what we was doing, what we was in. It had no point. It was foolish. It was a joke, according to them. So for the ones who like being bitter cold, it's about to get real hot. It's gonna get hotter than you ever thought it was, than what you ever could even imagine. And this heat ain't going nowhere because this heat is ancient and this heat is eternal and this heat is immortal. And when this heat open up and when they see the heat, ain't no going back. That's what it will be forever.
Man, that was a lot, but the eternal flame, the eternal fire, everlasting life. That like it's eternal. But imagine that come to the forefront, and they're gonna witness it. They're gonna see the people and be like, that's that can't be, those not the people. But the flame, like the sun, man. But yeah, this is basically like like I said, my introduction, man. Testing out the equipment, testing out, this, seeing how I look, type shit. Um, and I want to be organic. be my natural self, because that's what I want to be. I want that to come across, my natural self, because it's 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 time to, like, for me to speak for myself. You know what I mean? And this right here is a great avenue. My testimony. I believe it's very important that I speak my testimony. I clear my name, because my name been dragged through the mud, you know. And on hit this channel, so I'm gonna be here on this channel. Basically, what I want to do is talk about conspiracy theories, political things, spiritual, uh, but bi biblical, UFOs. You know what I mean? Spark people mind, because you know what I mean. The truth has, like, I'm a truth seeker, a truth teller. So at the end of the day, the truth got to break through. There's a lot of deception going on right now. It's been going on for a while, I noticed. Like, because we just start finding out all kind of information. And then the whole history is lies. And, so expose the liars, um, type shit. Um, because it's easy to be done, judging people by their fruit. If they're not giving good fruit, it got to be tangible. Got to be nourishing for your belly, not good for your ears. So who giving good fruit out here. The race baiters, get on them. So, yeah, and at the same time expose a lot of corruption, that I've been through and played in my family, and people trying to put life insurance on me. And that's something that's big in our community. We need to speak on that and expose these people, and people be aware. These people have been taking people out for a long time, and right now they've really been doing it. So, speak on that, speak on gang stalker and being a target individual, because that shit is real. You know what I mean? Definitely a survivor of that, and also a victim of it. And when I say victim, I'm saying they applying the pressure. You know what I mean? And if I fall to the wayside of whatever they doing, man, it's oh, so it's like I'm a victim of that pressure they applying, because the street theater. This shit is amazing how they orchestrate things. But I know it's spiritual, and that's what I'm saying. I want to talk about all these different things, because I believe all these different topics basically exist at one plane at one time. Principalities in high places, the UFO and alien people, and the government. Like, everything is just tied together. You know what I mean? On this plane, but it's just if we privileged to the information or not. You know what I mean? Or if you privileged to be able to see these certain things and in the know. If you're not in the know type shit, you don't know nothing. You know what I mean? Unless you remember, got that ancient flame, and you remembering things, and okay, putting stuff together, you're making it make sense. And I'm just here to make things make sense. Speak the truth, and through making sense, that's gonna get you to, understand some things. Um, yeah, talk about I'm from LA, if I didn't mention that. So, I wanna talk about some the hoods and different things, guys, in politics. And because I see, you got to do who Party Faco doing that. I mean, but they need a little, because I know I've been, I've been affiliated, but that's something I walked away a long time ago, but still know so much, and still a street guy to say I know about the streets. So my take is something that will be profound. It should be stamped in stone, like because I know some things, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be in this situation right here if I didn't know some things. That's just to tell you it right there. I wouldn't be here in this situation talking right now, looking at these cameras if I didn't know some things. Because the plot it's been on me since I was a baby. I could remember when I was a baby type stuff. I could remember when I was born. I could remember, memories like that vivid. I could go back to it's like, see that, like, and now, and I could, like, damn, they started when I was a baby and I was fighting. And it wasn't just me fighting, but I could remember, like I said, I could see, you know, and I understand this, right? So, yeah, and like I said, my name been dragged through the mud, so I want just to clear my name and expose these people through this channel, through my blogging, videos, sh- skits, shorts, whatever. I've been sitting around playing too long. So, like I said, I'm happy to be in this situation. No one on my head, no woman. So, guys, this 2026, this is really like, if she's not a rib, just stay away from her. That's all I want to say. If and I'm not hating on anyone. If she's not a rib, stay away. So that's my take. That's basically everything I really wanted to say, man. I really wanted to say more, but I don't want to drag this shit on. So y'all get the gist. Like, share, subscribe, show some love. You know what I mean? Because love is the biggest key that we missing. Love and the Most High, the Creator. You know what I mean? Them two things in our heart, we can change. And just great ideas, leaders. Appoint the best people. Stop appointing all these other people who get theirs and leave us. Go on, they get their money and they get their whatever and go on. Like, get somebody who knows how to do it. Like, and then even that, we all got to unplug from the matrix if we really want to change. That's it. Just unplug all of us at one time. I would change it. So, like I said, like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Happy to be here. So, this is Mr. Willis. This is Mr. Willis Reacts. Waking up with Mr. Willis. About to wake up. So, I'll let your boy. And I'm gone. Peace.